I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep the different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats,
guys.
Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's.
Guys.
Great colored coupes. Oh no, I can't be
Watch
number
my
2.
stream.
MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the
Right now.
match this attitude. I wear my heart on my
Right now.
sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no
Ability.
preseason. We seeking W.
Ability trash.
Forfeit your team.
Ability trash.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New England Patriots.
I'm about to smack this. Right, you watching? Alright.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, resume, come on. Short is true, say hot, does it go? Let's go, Sony.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Brady.
Dimes.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Brady.
No!
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on pass. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
You guys still have practice? Do you guys still have practice? You haven't had it yet?
It's our time. Hey.
When's it at?
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Oh.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Shit.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
On the counter, Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Big dance, big dance. Go, go.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Why did he spike it?
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yes!
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Brady.
No, what was
And that
that?
is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick O'Russell. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Sorry, next year.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Interception. Interception. There's a play, it's a play, it's a play, it's a play.
49, check, go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit.
I can't hike it.
And now a timeout called here with a play clock down to 2. That'll leave them with 1 remaining.
Hey!
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. 6-0 our score after 1. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Drop me all the time.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Guys?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ingram again, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Oh, easy.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, Bolden. Let's go. Oh,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Brady. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Caught by the tight end, Watson. Now a play fake. Brady.
Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Yes.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drop. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. He uncorks it for Snead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Brady, and he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 32 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, baby. Return. All right, here we go. Let's get that ball. Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing on second down. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Letting one go deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brady's throw there, incomplete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Brady. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
That is dumb.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He was looking for Edelman there. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a
Off
defensive
the toe.
meeting.
That hit the ground. That hit the ground. Okay, that hit the ground. Okay. Game sucks.
Back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll look to run with England. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
25-7.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yes.
And, oh, a crusher
back,
there as
all
it's
the way back, all the way
intercepted.
back.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Not passing, no, sir.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And it's Michelle once again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and
go.
4. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Michel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shout, he might say. Now,
some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches, maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Hail Mary, boys. Hail Mary, bro.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Let's go on. No, 66.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter.
Supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it.
Alright. I'm just gonna end it. Bye.